Desperate Housewives and Lost will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the 2008 presidential debates. Welcome to tonight's presidential debate between John McCain
You suck!
and John McCain. The first question is for you, John McCain. In these trying economic times, why should we vote for you?
Because of my extensive background in the economy and knowledge. I'm going to be honest. I know a lot less about economics than I do about military and foreign policy issues. I still need to be educated. I don't need any on-the-job training.
Are Americans better off now than they were 8 years ago?
No. Oh, no. I think you could argue that Americans are better off than they were 8 years ago.
Do you agree with W's theory that our troops could be in Iraq for 50 years?
Maybe 100. You have seen an ad campaign that is mounted against me that says I wanted to stay and fight in Iraq and fight for 100 years. My friends, it's a direct falsification.
Should the moratorium on offshore oil drilling be lifted?
With those resources, which would take years to develop, you would only postpone or temporarily relieve our dependency on fossil fuels. We are going to have to go to alternative energy, which is the ultimate answer to our long-term energy needs, and we need it sooner rather than later. It is time for the federal government to lift these restrictions.
Do you favor privatization of Social Security?
I'm not for privatization of Social Security. Without privatization, I don't see how you can possibly, over time, make sure that young Americans are able to receive Social Security benefits.
Should gay marriage be legal?
I think gay marriage should be allowed. I do not believe that gay marriages should be legal. So you are against civil unions for gay couples? I'm not.
How do you feel about the Confederate flag?
The Confederate flag is offensive in many, many ways, as we all know. It's a symbol of racism and slavery. Personally, I see the flag as a symbol of heritage. It's a state issue. That's cowardice.
Would you support the DREAM Act, which would give undocumented high school students a chance to achieve a higher education?
Yes. Yes. I would have voted against it. I have said 1,000 times, I have heard the message from the American people, and they want the border secured first.
What about W's tax cuts?
Of course, those tax cuts would have to remain permanent. I voted against the tax cuts. I voted to extend them. I've always been for tax cuts.
Last question, gentlemen. How many more of these debates will there be?
6. 0.
The 2008 presidential debate has been brought to you by DrScholl's Flip-Flops, casual orthopedic footwear for the geriatric patient.